Very good morning. Because it's very important to have a very good morning for the sustainable future. I'm glad to be here, and let me assure you that I am not an educationist, I am not an expert of education, but yes, I am the Education Minister of Delhi, and I am here as Education Minister of Delhi, as a minister who want to learn what ails our education system. And I am here to assure, and not assure, but I am here under a deal with the organizers that whatever is the outcome of this conference would be briefed to me and would be presented to me as a learning, because this conference is happening in Delhi. And Delhi is keen to learn. The education system of Delhi is willing to reform itself from the outcomes of such workshops, from the happenings around the globe, around the country. I was told that 84 different teachers have been invited to this conference from different parts of the country, who have been doing lots of experiments in their own classrooms. I'm keen to learn from their experiments while they teach. I'm keen to learn from the delegates and educationists around the world, especially people working with British Council Education Department. In Delhi, my government, as I was introduced, that we have been working for last 1.5 years in this government, and we have been working to improve our education system. When I say improve, there are a lot of problems. Then only we can say we are working to improve it. Yes, there are problems, and the problems are related to infrastructure problems, related to quality teacher problems, related to outcomes, learning outcomes. But largely, if I summarize these problems, two questions arises: why to teach and how to teach. We are not able to answer why to teach, and we are trying to answer how to teach. Teaching by dance, teaching by sitting, teaching by standing, teaching in a smart classroom, teaching in a backward classroom, teaching under the tree, teaching under the roof. These are answers to how to teach. These are not answers to why to teach. Unless we define why to teach, unless we become critical, as we always claim to be, that education need to be critical, education need to give critical thinking as an outcome in our students. As a participant of workshop, we also need to be critical to our goals, to our objectives of this workshop. Unless we become critical to ourselves, we can't give a workshop outcome which can translate into critical thinking and critical outcome learning, critical learning outcome in the students. So my important question to the society is, why to teach? Why to learn? Because I have some experience of last 1.5 years. And since you are going to discuss all these issues for next 2 days here, and all of you have been working in education for long, you are expert of that. So I wanted to pose these two questions in front of the experts who have been working and who are going to discuss these issues for next 2 days, that I hope, based on my experience, I'll put for some of my experiences on this house, and maybe we can find out some solutions to that. As I said in the beginning, I'm not here as an expert. I'm here as a solution seeker. So I'm here to seek solution from the experts, from the people who have been working on ground, from the people who have been thinking around, from the people who have been observing around what's happening. When I became the education minister, I went to one of our government school, and I asked my principal. The walls of the school are very dirty. The ceiling fan was broken. So I asked him that, why this is broken? He said, sir, you know, the students who come here are from a very savvy background. They come from a slum area. And, you know, we can't handle that. I asked the principal, with due respect to all the educators and teachers, I asked the principal that, sir, when you applied for a job, did you tell the selectors that you are not capable of handling of students who are coming from slums? Did you ever say in your life that you are not able to handle students who are coming from families where education is not a priority? Or at least their parents are not able to spend their time with the students, with their kids, to take care of their education other than school? Did you ever tell the system? Did you ever tell the system? Did you ever tell the department in writing that you are not capable of doing that? If you are not incapable of doing that, then why this excuse? Sir, you know, the students we are teaching, the students to come at my school are from background, this background, that background. No. Because when I hired you, I means my system, my ministry, my department hired you, we hired you to teach the same student. That's problem number one. Attitude towards the kids. Attitude towards the students. This was an example from the government school, but when I go to many of the, I'm sure this gathering have a lot of teachers, educators who have been working with private education system, which is slightly better in this kind of thinking. But still, when I go to private schools, I find same attitude for the economically weaker section students. Many of, not all, and please bear with me, I'm saying not all, but in many of the schools I have seen, I have been told, sir, because of, you give us opportunity, because many of you know that 25% of the students are coming from weaker section, economically weaker section, and 75% are coming from different sections. So many times I'm told, sir, you know, because of these 25%, we are not able to run as fast we can. You don't have that capacity, that's your problem. As a leader, as a minister, as a head of the education system, I have to work for all. So this attitude is a bigger problem, because we have not answered why to teach. We are just working around how to teach, how to teach, how to teach. Because unless we as an educator, unless we as a society, as a nation, as a government decide why to teach, a student is coming to us at the age of 4 years, 5 years, 2.5 years, and is staying with us. If we club whole school education, skill, or whatever, applied sciences, or whatever we call degree education, is staying with us for 20 years. Why he or she is coming to us at the age of 2.5 years or 3 years? He or she is not asking us to make engineer, doctor, advocate, professional. The student is coming to us, or the parents are sending their kids to us, that look, here is the kid in this age group, teach him or her whatever is necessary for the life, whatever is needed in the life. What we teach them? We teach them how to become a good professional when we teach. When we don't teach, we just do formalities, we just deliver certificates, that's a part. But when we teach, what we teach? We teach them how to live strong professional, like a strong professional. We make them strong professionals, we make them experts. But are we working to make them good human beings? The time we are spending to teach them structure of atom, I'm just giving one example. The time we teach, the time we take to make them learn, the energy and the efforts we provide on the student, we work on the students to learn about atom, some scientific methods, some science, mathematical issues, or maybe some management and other marketing issues. How much we actually work on making them a good human being? What's the ratio of our efforts we apply to make them a good scientist, good advocate, good marketing expert, and how much effort we put behind them to make them a good human being? So the result is very clear. We know if the mobile model is not working, if laptop model is not working, we know how to fix that, how to fix a problem of a mobile, how to fix the problems of a laptop not working, how to fix the problems of a marketing not working, how to fix the problems of a management not working. But if relationship is not working with me and my wife, I am never taught. If relationship is not working with me and my colleagues, I am never taught. If relationship is not working with me and my fellow traveler on the road, I am never taught. And here I struggle, here I fight, here I hate, here I want to compete. Here is a road rage, and this road rage is reflecting each and every walk of life, be it roadside, be it home side, be it work side, wherever. And that's the biggest problem. Because more and more focus is being given on making them professional. My submission to this August House is, and I'm sure many of you, as I'm told, must be practicing this. I would like to learn how and what are the success rates and what works and what doesn't work. We focus on uniqueness in our education system. Every child, usually we say, there is something unique hidden in every child. We have to help the kid or children explore them, explore its uniqueness. Let me tell you that yes, we need to explore the uniqueness hidden in every kid, but we have to explore the common features hidden in every human being. Unless we work on common features also, we'll keep facing these divides of caste, creed, and religion. We'll be facing these economic divides, regional divides. We have to teach them the common factors also. Yes, I am a human being, you are a human being. What are the common factors? Yes, there is a unique feature. I could be a good sports person, one can be a good singer, one can be a good advocate, one can be a good engineer, doctor, or whatever. But there are common features also. How much actually are we focusing on common features? Are we able to teach our students that yes, there is a common in all human beings, in all the students? No, we are not. At least, whatever little experience I have so far working as an education minister, no. As a parent, no. As a citizen, no. We might be doing it. When I go to schools, I'm told that, look, when you talk about value education, when you talk about system, we are doing this, we are doing that, we are doing that. But as a public representative, let me tell you, whatever is not being done, whatever we might be doing, but whatever we are not able to deliver is printed in everyday newspapers. In terms of news coming about rapes, hate stories, crime stories, murders, cheating, everything. So this is not coming from the people who are not educated. The news comes about people who are educated ones. So this is happening. Then other things are there. When we talk about skill, when we talk about professions, I can share what I have been facing. I went to a school, again a government school, and this was a tourism class. Because you see, what I'm trying to say is there is a gap between what we talk here and what is being actually delivered in the classroom. What I as an education minister, as a policy maker talk in my conference room, my office, and what is actually being delivered in the classroom, there is a big gap. My question is how to fill that gap. Can we have some practices? Can we adopt some best practices to fill that gap? Do we have certain best practices? Can we replicate them? Can we learn from them, and with modified version, can we apply them in Delhi or maybe in another part of the country? I went to a classroom of skill development. There, they were teaching tourism. It was a class 11, grade 11. I asked the students that, what are you learning? They told, this was a period of tourism. I said, what are you learning in tourism? What are the curriculums? So, one of the kids gave me his diary. It was, 2-3 pages were written on the notebook, and it all were like definitions of tourism, holiday package, what is holiday tourism. All these things were there, some websites, introductions, tickets. I said, do you ever go to some tourist places? They were not taking to, that's one of example. But I called the teacher also, I called the principal also. I asked them that, Do you ever take them to some of the tourist sites? They said, yes, we take them. Where? They told me that we take them to Qutub Minar, so many sites. I said, when you take them, these kids to some tourist sites, why you take them to some tourist sites? Because they are not ordinary citizens. They are learning tourism. Do you have some special component of tourism in your that outstation tour? They said, no, we just take them. They just see Qutub Minar, they just see Red Fort, they just see Akshardham and come back. I said, no. Because your purpose of taking them to Akshardham or Qutub Minar or Red Fort is not to make them see how Red Fort looks like. Your idea of taking the tourism student is so that they can learn what tourism is actually about. The girl or the boy who is going with them as a tourist guide, their point of attraction should not be Qutub Minar or Red Fort. Their point of attraction should be the person who is carrying them as a tourist guide. Then only they can learn tourism. Then only they can have some interest in the Didi or Bhaiya, what are you doing in your life? Okay, okay, you do this, you do that. Okay, I also want to become a tourist guide. I also want to have a career in tourism. Then only that only can generate interest. Building of Red Fort cannot generate interest. But unfortunately, we are doing, with best of our efforts, we are doing that. So as I said, that with best of our efforts, with best of our policies, if you look from distance, they are very good. But if you go to the classrooms, they are not being delivered. Another example, final example I'll give, I went to a classroom where the teacher was teaching about 3 basic principles of cleanliness, sanitation by Gandhiji. And unfortunately, the classroom I went was full of spider webs, dust, all around. And I asked the student, what are you learning? Sir, we are learning about cleanliness. Fair enough. Do you know what cleanliness is? Yes, sir. Gandhiji has these 3 things about cleanliness. So just, why are we teaching? Just to pass the exam? Or make what sanitation and cleanliness mean in a life? There are 2 different things. We are teaching them to pass the exams. Please, find out solutions to this problem. This is a big problem. We are only teaching them to pass the exams. And most of the things that we are teaching them is to pass the exams. Most of the things. As I said in the beginning, as the Prime Minister is focusing, we are heading for a cashless economy. I think we are living, because most of the learning that we learn to live our life are not coming from education. We are living in an education-less society, education-less learning society. Education is teaching something different, and learning required us something different. And then we talk about learning for a sustainable future. Unless we actually incorporate our future, needs of our future in our curriculums, unless we actually incorporate our needs of the present to our curriculums and classroom activities, we can't work on learning of future. I hope this workshop will help us, help the government departments, help the policy makers to find out solutions for that. There are so many things we can talk about, but still, because there is a time limit. So I congratulate you, and especially I welcome the delegates coming from different parts of the world to Delhi. Thank you very much for inviting me here. Thank you very much.